OpenAI spent 6 months and over $1 billion building the most hyped artificial intelligence product in human history. When they showed it to the world, Hollywood absolutely panicked. Competitors scrambled in terror. Everyone universally agreed that OpenAI had just won the AI video race before anyone else had even entered it. But there was a massive, fatal flaw hidden inside the code. Despite the $1 billion investment and the global media frenzy, the product only generated $2.1 million. Every single dollar this revolutionary technology ever made could not cover a single bad afternoon of actually running it. This is the untold math behind the most spectacular collapse in the history of Silicon Valley, and it exposes a terrifying truth about the entire AI industry. To understand how catastrophic this failure actually was, you have to remember how invincible OpenAI looked in February of 2024. They dropped Sora onto the timeline and broke the internet. We saw a woman walking through the neon streets of Tokyo, we saw woolly mammoths marching through the snow, you typed text into a box, and literal cinema came out the other side. By September of 2025, Sora 2 launched as a real consumer application. It had a social feed, it had mobile integration, downloads exploded to 3.3 million in a single month. Then came the ultimate victory. In December, Disney signed on. It was a planned billion-dollar investment. Users were going to be able to generate videos using Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars characters. OpenAI had officially conquered the entertainment industry, or so everyone thought. Behind closed doors, the executives at OpenAI were staring at a spreadsheet that defied all laws of business logic. Every time a user asked Sora to generate a 10-second video, it required 40 minutes of intense, parallel processing across 4 separate chips. The Wall Street Journal estimated the daily operating cost at $1 million, but internal analysts and firms like Cantor Fitzgerald warned the true burn rate at peak usage was closer to $15 million every single day. OpenAI never publicly confirmed the exact number, but we do know the other side of the ledger. Mobile data firms tracked Sora's total lifetime in-app revenue at just $2.1 million. Even using the most conservative estimates, Sora was burning through its entire lifetime earnings every 48 hours, and the demand was already bleeding out. By February, downloads had violently collapsed by 66%. Active users were cut in half. People were leaving because typing a prompt to make a video is a novelty, and novelties do not pay the bills. But the money was not actually the problem. OpenAI was not a struggling startup. By early 2026, their annualized revenue was pushing $25 billion. They could afford to lose money on a cool toy. What they could not afford was the opportunity cost. Every single GPU hour spent rendering a clip of a dog riding a skateboard was a GPU hour that was not being used to train the next frontier model. It was compute power stolen from enterprise customers who were actually paying the bills. Sora was a parasite, actively eating the computing power required to keep GPT alive. When your flagship product prints billions and your side project burns millions while stealing resources, the math stops being a debate. It becomes an execution order. On the 24th of March 2026, OpenAI pulled the plug. They killed it instantly. The execution was so sudden that Disney reportedly found out their billion-dollar partnership was dead less than 1 hour before the public announcement went live. No contracts were signed, no money changed hands. The greatest AI video tool ever built was just gone. OpenAI posted a highly sanitized corporate blog claiming they were shifting focus to world simulation research. They did not mention the $15 million daily burn rate. They did not mention the humiliated executives at Disney. The technology itself did not fail. Sora was arguably the most visually stunning consumer software ever shipped. What failed was the massive, unspoken lie holding up the entire generative AI industry. The blind assumption that if you build something magical, a business model will just magically appear underneath it. And that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, and see you on the next one.